What's up, people? Um, just working on a little project here, EthOnline. We're working pretty well here. So I've got. Oh, you know what I need to do? I need to get some more stuff. I think this works. If this thing works, this one doesn't. It's kind of weird. Um, Something must be wrong with the three connection. That's okay. Okay, so I have this amount of this currency, and yeah, I have some other currency as well. But yeah, this Phoenix testnet currency is like hard, kind of hard to get. Um, Not that hard, but um, basically you use a lot of compute or whatever when you when you try to use this stuff. So yeah, I was actually unable to do like it's only like you can post like maybe 10 UNts that are encrypted to the chain at a time, and that costs like 0.5 or something. So yeah, I'm now working on this, right? And I don't know why the get balance thing doesn't work, but it seems like I can still call these things. Let's see, what kind of error do I get when do that? Okay, so yeah, so that's why I have two UIs so that I can connect and then maybe try to join this game. See what happens if this works, right? So I can join the game, right? And I can generate a board, submit this board, and it costs 0.16. So that's kind of something I want to maybe keep. 0.16. I don't know why I can't get my balance, but the point is, I think it fails when something's wrong with this using the Web3 off. That's fine. So what I'm going to do is go probably just back to the original because this isn't really uh, something that I need to really. I can just recreate this basically. Maybe just I don't know exactly what the error is. I can check when I do like this get balance thing. It says something's wrong. There wasn't a problem when I was just using the base level Web3 um, Web3 off. So this is what I'm using. It makes it so you can just press one time instead of having to confirm any transactions. So it's great. And let me go to the docs. Here we go. Reading the docs. All right, gaming. Speakers gaming. Yeah, I think this is for Unity, not what I'm doing. Quick start, plug and play, modal, vanilla. So, um, it's not a lot of code, really, frankly. And yeah, I think I'll need to kind of have my own thing going on for that. But the contract seems to work, so that's good. Oops. So, um, I figured out I was storing like all of the positions, but it's like okay, just store the actual positions of the ships, not the empty positions of the boat. So that actually managed to save me a lot of gas because well, anyway, so I can actually make the board bigger, and then it costs the same amount of gas. But yeah, I do feel like the board is a little bit too small to really kind of be any kind of. It's like what? That's weird. Like yeah, I mean it's a significant increase, right? If I make it 6 by 6 and then have another one that's like 4 long, then it's 36 instead of 16, which is more than 2x increase in the size of the board and almost double in the size of the battle number of ships makes it more interesting variability. You can get a lot more space. Yeah, I think this is not a good ratio. In the original Battleship, I think it's like roughly 1 in 5 of the things are on a battleship, and so I think maybe it's you want to be able to hit things, but then also it's like, all right, well, how do we find this? Anyway, point being, um, I guess I should just get started just copying this because I think that's if I do that, it will um, it will work on the like retrieving the balance because I don't even know what the balance of it is right now. So let's just do new file 3.html and paste this. And I think that, oops. So what I need to do is actually have an index.html and have that be top and then paste the JavaScript in. So this is, instead of this thing, just delete the whole thing. And, right. Oops. Then copy this. Put it right here. And then go. I think I want to have my own style. Right. I already have some style. All right, let's see if this works. I think I kind of have my own styling already that I can keep. So let's look at what this looks like. All right, Web Academy slash Web Academy slash benchmark it slash web3.html. Okay. We can get rid of this stupid stuff at the bottom. Alright. Get rid of some of the stupid HTML at the bottom. Oh, better. We don't need that. They just added that in. Alright. So you log in, continue Google, log, and now you can get the account, you can get the balance 0.0. That's not the correct balance though. This thing has, oh, because it's for Ethereum. So yeah, I think I need to change the chain ID. Yeah, chain list, Phoenix, right? And go in here, and it's actually this hex chain ID. And I go here, go right here. So RPC, copy, Folio. Nope, it's not the chain that I'm on. Display name, Phoenix, Helium. Phoenix, Helium. Block Explorer URL is Phoenix Block Explorer. Oh shit, I didn't even, hopefully no one in the chat, no one's even watched the video, nice. And I feel like I used to get more, a couple guys would walk in, and maybe people started interested in EthOnline. Yeah, there's a lot of content out there. I can't take offense if people would want to watch me do something that I would be doing alone anyway. Alright, Block Explorer URL. Phoenix Block Explorer. Yes. Explorer URL is the FAP Pick your name. Phoenix. Oops. And type. Phoenix. Logo. Phoenix logo. All right. Copy link address. Copy image link. I assume it'll be a kind of a. I want something that ends in .png. Probably. Copy image link. Logo. There we go. Cool. Now let's see what happens when we log in. We get accounts, same thing, get balance, boom. 0.589. I didn't know I'd sent myself that much of this currency or whatever, so and wait a minute, I mean I didn't even put my own undefined logo. And I guess it already put in my code. I don't know. It automatically did my code. I guess I'm signed in somehow. No, that wouldn't even make sense. But things don't make it right. I have this client ID. Get your client ID from. This must just work for people. Anybody. Okay. Well. So okay, now that I have that problem taken care of, I can start adding in things, right? Now everything's working. Show wallet disconnected. Oh shoot, that's not show wallet. That's okay. Log out. Okay. What does show wallet do? What? Please whitelist your domain for fire. Okay, so I'm gonna. Okay, that was weird that it was working at all with that old client ID, right? So need to go ahead and get this client ID. This is mine, and I like that they have this whitelist thing, so that way you don't need to like serve it with a. With like an environmental variable. Cool. So now we can try this again. I don't know how it was working before, frankly. Now I'm connected. So what does show wallet do? Disconnected. I get balance. Get accounts. Is that balance right? Let me just make sure that balance is right. Balance 5A. Yeah, that's right. All right. So cool. So now I can go here and be like, oh, what's the difference between these HTML? Probably if I had to guess, the sign message show wallet. Okay. The entire. What about the game board? Where the heck is the game board? Oh, and the original. That makes sense. All right, game container. We've added this game container, right? So really should be pretty much the same as I understand it. All right, same code. Okay. So logged. What is this? Okay, so if we're logged in, then we have the game board, right? Oh, excuse me now. Log out. What is container? Class equals container. Okay. Well, I guess we want to be inside the container. Game container. Were we in the game container originally? They're just one big. What? Okay. No error before. don't see why this would be throwing this error. Maybe this one's redundant. Okay. And let's see what this looks like. All right. So we added this. We also gonna need a generate board function. Still, all this is working. Cool. And this works, maybe. Didn't give me an error. I don't think I have JavaScript for that, so I think that it just did nothing there. Okay. So we have this, all this down here. So I assume I would need a function for all these other ones too. I don't know how I get that information without ethers. How would I not need ethers? I think I have to like get the provider. There's a lot more JavaScript that I did than I really realized. I would kind of just be able to paste in what I wanted just to fix the error I was getting. You know what the error was. But I assume I'm just gonna need to have another one of these. All right. So what is the first thing I do? Let's go. I have to import ether. See, that seems a little bit weird to me, but then I have to get the provider. It's not. And I wonder why. Phoenix Battleship Web3 Hoth. Okay. Cool. Oops. It's supposed to be over here. What? All right. Cool. So, point being, I have two accounts that can play with that. But I'm also going to need to use, actually have this wallet that's in Chrome. And this needs to, I think I might have sent all of my, use it as, use the same wallet. Okay, so I have 0.477, so I have 1.5-ish total. Total TFHE. So that's a good amount because I won't actually be using this ethers thing right here. Okay. I don't like all these errors I get, like log in, automatically get that error. I think do I automatically get an error when I'm on? Yeah, it's the same error. Okay. But point being, all right. This is why you don't use AI. You don't know what the hell your code does. It just does weird things. What? Why did it? So we're just gonna call it Phoenix Battleship instead of whatever this thing is. Alright. so I added this HTML, but now I need corresponding JavaScript to actually interact with these functions and do gameplay stuff. Okay. And I have this generate board function. And the FHE stuff, I haven't even touched the FHE with the Web3 auth stuff, so that's going to be something I'm going to need to do. So I might as well import this to this, to the head. All right, easy enough. I think it's kind of the same squad of things. So we got this. These seem pretty important right here, frankly. So let's do this. All right. All right. We import these, and then okay. Phoenix client equals no battleship contract equals no current game ID equals null. So it's these three. Probably also going to be used later. Got a figure. Okay, so then this is where we get, okay, we got grunt board size equals, yeah, we got to set up some constants. We're going to be using those variables later, most likely. All right, and then, okay, so this is init stuff. It's private key provider. Private key provider, that's all the same. Same on login. So then there's this function initialize the boards. Okay. But we actually might want to just grab it from the, also look at the index ethers, because that's a more kind of complete game, actually. Oh. Alright, so this is how it does it in the inside of this module. So instead of having it be up here, it does it here. Okay. Next ethers, okay, and it gets a provider and a signer and all that. Chip sizes. Okay. Is that and this is a little bit different. Okay. Just part of the constants. Sure, nothing can go wrong in theory. You're just adding some constants. You can just get rid of them later, right? So connect wallet, whatever, create a game. So then this is all these Web3 functions that I want to do. Okay. And let's make sure this is all the that you can log in. All this is still working. None of this should be doing anything at this point. Okay. So kind of want to now have these Web3 interactions. So how do we do those otherwise? Go and look at all these. Okay, so how do you think we can add to this code? Let's just enlist plot, just to consult, you know? Pause there. I mean, worst case is Quad is too useful, frankly. Alright, so we got this. Might as well add our smart contract. Link. So C, V, and I think we actually need to add our style, just so it knows how to use it all. So, I'd like help implementing a fully featured Battleship UI. I've got starter code, but now I need to add the game related functionality to the JSU for the web UI. And so hopefully it just says, okay, oh, add this code, and I can just test that, right? Oh, interesting, right? It does this add, tells me to add everything else, and it'll say, hopefully, is it giving me something? Fully featured based on the code. It looks like it's going to fix anything again. Okay, unfortunately, it seems that this can I just add that? Add those functions? Unfortunately, you did take a fully featured app, although perhaps I can just add those functions to the code I gave you and already have to great effect. So a little bit unclear directions. You can certainly add these functions. All right. Here's how to modify. Here's just add these new global variables. Okay. Okay. So it says to do lets, right? Let all these equal this. Okay. Okay, so we do this. And then, okay, so we go in here. And instead of all this, it's this, right? Okay. And in it. Okay, it tells me to add init game. Okay, init game is a different function. I see now. I thought it was like calling itself. Okay, so boom, 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 init game. Okay, then add these new functions. All these. Okay. Actual encryption. Okay, so it doesn't know how to do the encryption. That's kind of reasonable, I would say. But the whole point is like place ships uses place ships. Where's place ships? Okay, I don't have a Alright. FHE. Okay. I'm just looking for Phoenix equals what? We're doing Phoenix client dot encrypt. Phoenix client dot encrypt. Okay, so when you encrypt something before posting it, like in placing ships, you use or hoss is an int. Okay, so it looks like you got a lot of code. All my existing event listeners. Okay, so we go add these init game, goes all the way down here, blah 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 blah. Okay, let's see if any of these. Okay, this is a modification. Okay, get current account. Do I already have it? Get current account? Get weird. Okay, so what does all this have? Same function, get current accounts. That seems like okay. So let's make sure it didn't say anything else. Modify the existing, keep those existing. So I just have to update the UI console function, and I can test it. Cool. This function, maybe it's like it is slightly different. Ooh. So now we test it. See if we get, oh, import mainly here at the top level of the module. Okay, it's fine with me. Let's change this into a module. Script type equals module. And the it's oof. Okay. Now we refresh this page to be same sort of thing. Accounts, get balance. So working. Great game. Error creating game. Battleship contract is null at 167. F3 at 167. Battleship. Is it like the battleship address? Battleship contract is null. It's called battleship contract. It's battleship contract here. Okay, all right, so it's initialized as null, yeah, but then in the init game, right, it's obviously calling battleship contract, so dot methods, I don't think that's necessary. So the point is, it's in the init game, or is it just init, right? We have just an init function, right? It's blah 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 blah. Oh, this entire init thing. This is the entire thing. It's the init. Blah 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 blah. Okay. So let's go ahead and say when let's see, battleship contract equals something. Battleship contract equals what? It's like provider. You're supposed to have the provider, right? What provider, signer. Battleship contract. I think I literally just have it as contract in this file. Contract equals new ethers. Yeah, new is like that. So it's not gonna know what signer is, I think. Alright, that's gonna be equals something like this. Equals new ethers, yeah. Okay, but it's not gonna know who this signer is, right? So I'm gonna need to figure out how to extract a signer from here, right? Signer equals get signer. Okay. Go through provider. Okay. Signer. Provider.get signer. Yeah. Okay. So then we'll have to have signer equals new ethers providers that web3 off provider. Okay. So let's hope this works. All right, we can log in. Everything is working as intended. Might as well just try this. Output contract method. 169. Battleship contract at 169. Battleship dot contract dot methods. Wait, battleship. See, I feel like this is unnecessary. Just do this, and that'll work. Pretty sure that's how it works. Great game. Web3.eth undefined. Great game. All right. I'm not trying to use MetaMask. Not web3.eth. It's undefined. They're creating game. Web3.eth. It's undefined. Do I ever use web3.eth? Right. Alright, use it here. Use it probably in the create game function. Getting the error. So let's try to see if. Oh. Wait, so how does create game, if create game, or do I need to add the listener here? Hmm. Great game. You know what that is, right? ID. Is this is this happening later, or would assume it's happening with this line? Let me just check on it. Login, great game. Great game. What the EthOnline? So somehow 170. Yeah. So web3.eth should be being set. Hmm. 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 I feel like it's somehow like this. Because battleship.create game. Yes, that. This part is weird. Right? If you're using this, you would just have it be like this, right? It seems like that area of the code is unnecessary. So we can test it and see what happens. Okay, result.events is undefined. You actually had that. We got past that. Okay. Result.events is undefined. 70. Current game ID. So this one launched equals it just seems like a weird way to do it, right? Um, so you just create game, and you're like transactions, okay, equals this. Then you would do this, right? Um, seat tx.wait. Okay, so I think we need to do something like this, right? Okay, const receipt equals results. Equals receipt. Let's see if we get the same error when you do that. receipt that event's being created is undefined. Okay. Which is kind of the same error I was getting. Constantly receipt that events that find game created. Interesting. Const current event. Okay, event equals this. Event receipt that events that find game created. Current game ID equals event.args.gameid.toNumber. Let's see about this. Okay. Is that right? We already got 8 games. Guess I've just been spamming it. Okay. So as far as we can tell, please try again. Okay, so it's the same error. It's a different error. Okay, so something. So join game, place ships. We don't even have a generate random board thing. Okay, so the point is though, we need to go and do what we just did for all of these functions, right? So basically it's the same kind of get await battleship dot contracts dot join game, and you just have the game ID, right? That's it, right? And then get rid of this, and you have this, right? Be like receipt equals join game. Receipt equals. Okay, it's going to be a different. Equals game ID. Interesting. I mean, I would like to just test this and get an error, even though I know it's not actually going to work, right? Join game. It should say based on error. Error joining game. What about wait, what is this? Is this not giving me errors? Oh, here we go. All right. So I just created ID 9. So can I join this game? Result is not defined. Trying to join the game. Okay. Once game. Result equals result. What? Okay, result equals oops. Oh. Join game. Yeah, it'd be kind of like result. The same kind of thing. Try result equals. Alright, that would solve that temporary issue. It's not really temporary. Whatever. Based on RPC. Interesting. So I went from having it solved, wallet services error, game, internal JSON RPC. But I can't create a game from this. Okay. Cool. Let's just try place ships. So you just created this, right? So can we go up to 10? Generate a board, or we gotta join the game. We gotta join this. So we can join the game. And we can generate a board and simply submit this board. Right? So presumably this will fail because the board isn't configured properly or the encryption isn't done. But we can go ahead and try this, right? 10. Join game. Oh wait, I can't even join the game, so I can't place ships either. Place ships this time. Okay. That's weird that JSON RPC error. Everything else is still working just fine. JSON RPC error. Okay, we can figure out where, at least. Okay, let's see if we get that. Join. Internal JSON RPC. Okay, so somehow this is failing. Okay, something's wrong. Okay. Battle subcontract that join game. Is that all I need? Join game. Yeah, I should just need the game ID, right? Okay, game ID. Console.log value here. I'll try to do console.log. Let's do game ID. Okay. And okay. So there's a string to a number. Let me try dot value. Okay. Value dot to number. Let's see if this works, because I think it might. Classic type issue in JavaScript. Oh, 10. the point is maybe I'm just misreading it because I'm not familiar with the browser. Console log 10. See if it looks the same. Does look different. Okay. Okay, so that's status issue. What is the number? It seems to work right here. Two number. Okay. What can I do to number here? If I just try it right here, I mean, I would find it odd if how is it not? How does that work? Stack Overflow is saying, just say number. Or maybe integer. Maybe that's the integer. Okay. So it does do it as, but that wasn't the error. So what would the error be? Internal JSON RPC. So something would be wrong with. Join game. Oh, well, I would still be getting the didn't solve the underlying issue that time on the test. Confused myself for a second there. All right, now I'll be confused. This doesn't work. What? Dot join game. Yeah, because I don't have enough. Yes. Yeah. It'd be weird that it's weird that I'm getting it for one function, but not. Join game. Let's see. What? Maybe it's like a, it's an int. Is that a number? Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Pop, pop. Mm. Right, so this is still failing when we do this, right? We save this, right here, refresh the page, and try to join this. It gives me an error. Hmm. The create game still works fine. So it's clearly a problem with something to do with the way I'm calling the function. Can't imagine what that would be. So we do try, result equals await battleship contract join game in game ID. Okay, so so I game working, but for some reason join game throws a JSON RDC error. No, it seems they are running the same logic. Let's see about that. The difference in that you do ends up being on the you're going to convert anything over script or size and additional things. Let's say you want 256. I'm really surprised if it was this. Yeah. Okay, it is you want 256. Yep. Alright. So let's try this. Okay, bogs down. I don't know. I can join a game. I can join game 11, right? And the transaction confirmed. Huh. Huh. The transaction confirmed. Okay, because for game 11. I assume it'll fail if I try to do it again, right? Yeah, it'll fail to join error. On game is not in waiting state. There's a reason. See, here's a reason. Because this is not giving a reason to me. Like what beef you got? One game. It's just a ridiculous amount of bloat here, I think. It's just like, you know, that's a 10 extension you'll add 10x to your code. Oops. Let me try to stare again. And it seems the Web3 under properly installed. Okay. Do I need ethers now? I mean, okay, here's the whole code. I just don't understand why the create game function would be working, but the join game function is not. Alright, here's the pull if it helps. I just don't understand why create game works, but not join game. Come on, Claude. Come on, Claude. You're capping. You're gonna do this answer for me. I mean, come on. I mean, what is AWS down? That's no excuse. And here we go. So you're just messing around. The problem is from this what do they have an equal the doing date that consistent users. Okay. And what is it doing? It seems to say, oh, I actually found an issue. So, kind of be surprised if that actually works, but error joining game JSON RPC error stack. What the hell? That was messy. Join game. I got this. Alrighty. This might be if a contract interaction It's just going away from me. My game with the game ID. My game with the game ID. Triple elite. Dude, I cannot be the case if create game works. You are wasting time and embarrassing yourself. Um, I think I'm burning things for a lot of reasons. This is gameplay. Yeah. This is an interesting solution. Definitely not one I would have come up with. On my own. Just for sanity, just make sure that this is right. Yeah, it works. Alright, we're join game. Ship.interface.parse error. Wow. Alright, so this guy is completely washed. Based on RPC error. Oh, I've already. Yeah. Was the error that it was a full game? Let me try to create a new game. Create a game with 13. I don't think I would succeed at joining the game. Damn it, I feel stupid now. Place my ships. Place your ships. Cells 1, 2, 3, 5. Error placing ships. Phoenix line is null. Interesting. Okay, well, it seems to be working. Um, so it likes this. Alright, I guess I was able to pull a plot into giving me the Answer I wanted. Join game. Join game. Okay. So I guess now we're on to the part of the game where we're not trying to do place ships, right? So we just gotta create game. We got game. 14. 14. Join game. Join game with 14. Place your ships. Place ships. Place your ships. Click on the cells. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Place the ships. So yep. Let me use it. Yeah, we haven't even started that. It doesn't know how to do it. Okay. All right. So now we have 2 working functions. Better than having 1. I haven't even read the place it. Hey, Ziad, how's it going, man? Ziad? All right. Place ships. Start placing ships. Ziad Armor. How do you even say that last name? Yeah. Amir? Ziad Amir, thank you for saying hello. Comments and liking. Um. Okay. Wait. I'm now lost. Okay. Create game. So what function is it going? Place ship. Submit place payments. That's what I want to do, right? Battleship contract dot methods dot place ships. Current game ID, encrypted board, send, and so it's probably not doing the thing that I was doing earlier. Good luck in learning. Keep going. Yeah. I'm gonna do that. Yep. Appreciate your encouragement. Place ships, send. No, we don't need that. Yes, this function Claude created was a disaster. No surprise, really. Encrypted board equals await encrypt ship placements placer. Oh man, it doesn't know how to use Phoenix.js at all. That's okay. That's what I'm here for. All right. We gotta figure out how to use this function because we've done it before in this. So we have to do the encryption process. So the important thing is this thing. We do this. Try yeah, we basically just want to copy this. I understand it. Promise all ship positions, dot map. Yeah. Can you explain what am I doing? Yeah, sure, Ziad. I am building a marketplace for game-based AI benchmarking. So what I'm trying to do is create a, right now, basic version of the game Battleship using this blockchain called Phoenix. And the good thing about Phoenix is that it lets you do privacy on the blockchain, which for a game that's called Fog of War. It's a new functionality, new technology. And then once I get this UI working, then I'm going to use another blockchain called Galadriel to have AIs play Battleship. So for the purposes of this, yeah, I'm doing a hackathon. So it's like I'm building a just a simple example of this, and then you'll be able to compare the performance in Battleship between the different AIs, because Galadriel supports Claude, it supports OpenAI, it supports all the Grok models. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I found this in live in your feed. Yeah, that's good. That's good. You're getting out there, finding live content. Yeah, I'm just kind of, I do it. I don't even really do it for the views. Maybe that's one day I'll get some views on this, but it's like I just feel more disciplined when I doing this, and then I can also clip it later and like then use post some shorts. So yeah, I just kind of stream, and yeah, I think that it probably just recommends some random stuff to you. You know, they want to help new creators. The algo does, so I guess that's why you got the recommended. But yeah, cool. Appreciate you being here. All right. Let's see one. Okay. Try. I still have that in my yeah. Okay, so let's get rid of this old try catch block and see game info. Kind of have a single UI console thing. Okay, so there's some things I like here, some things I don't. Okay, I'll just do one of these guys. Try, okay. Encrypted board equals await encrypt ship placements. Encrypt ship placements. That's not a function. Encrypt. Okay, encrypt. So this is a placeholder, right? All right. So encrypt ship placements is a function. You need to implement the actual encryption using Phoenix client. So return. I'll do instead of this. All right, this is a placeholder, and this is not a placeholder. Open. Nope. Return. Okay, encrypted positions equals this. Okay. Return encrypted positions. Okay, so this may work. Probably not, so I'm gonna have to console log it, but so 14 we want to place ships. Why can I not place ships at this time? Let's try again. Let's create a new game. This will be 15, 14, and join this game. And then you can do, oops. Wait, what? Learning Ruby on Rails these days. Okay, you're a developer. Okay, that explains why I was in your feed then. Backend developer using Java, Vert, X. All right, I've never heard of that. And then Ruby on Rails these days is, yeah, I mean that's a valid way to be doing a web development, I would say.
especially if you're not using. I'm a blockchain developer, so all our data is on the blockchain, so it's public. But if you have a use case where your data is private and you're doing some queries on your private data, it's Ruby on Rails great for that. I think Airbnb is built with Ruby on Rails. Yeah, some great companies. So, um, anyway. Okay, so I denied that. All right, interesting. Okay, place my ships. Now that's not working. How did it mess up the? Um, so somehow I messed up the pressing thing, right? I had that earlier. I could press on the like when right here. It's like mm, right, one game. What the heck? Somehow. Okay. Well, we're definitely right here. Okay. Well, I did say it was gonna give me some errors. So okay. So I just need to figure out where the error is. Let me just make sure this is running. Console log. Place my ships. Give me errors. Place my ships. Place ships. Place your ships out. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now it's working. All right, cool. Get the error. Okay. If we place ships, not place ships this time. Why? Okay, so not place if game state is not equal placing. Okay. So the game state is probably not. Again, I think it's to game state equals waiting. Okay. Um, so okay, so we do okay, we do get this game state equals games wait. Yeah, games games join. Okay. Um, anyway, I think we need to have the start placing shifts needs to be do const game state equals shift. And placing is not a thing. That's not one of these. Waiting playing. Um, so it's console.log. That's really what the heck? Let's just type something.
that here? Damn. Wait, why would it? I know about a way. It is preserved like fire, but I don't understand why this would be throwing that. Well, I guess it's because it's synchronous. This is an async sync issue. Synchronicity. Oh, we got a second viewer. Wow. I just doubled my number of viewers. All right. Let's start with some chips. So I would assume that I need to do async. Is there really going to be a downside of doing an async? I doubt it right here. Async. And let's see if I still get that error. No. And I don't. Okay, so that would be a thing that I solved, right? All right, console.log game state. Game ID is not defined. I mean, it's not, it should be null at the very least, right? Not defined. Is, okay, so, all right, so I need to do the same thing up here where I get game ID input equals, yeah, this whole thing. Okay. Wow, third viewer. We're going parabolic right now. All right. So now let me refresh the page. And try to do this. Not place ships at this time. Okay, that's not an error, but it is wrong. So we have this state, right? Object. If we have our state equals 1. So we need to, so the state right now is wrong, right? It thinks it's in this weird, like it translated the thing wrong. Like it had 3 states, right? It's like waiting, placing, playing, finished. Okay. Well, I guess we want to check and see, make sure that the, so we're just going to do a little bit error handling, I suppose, right here. So we have our console, which has this, and we want to make sure that the state is in the state that we want, and we also wanted to make sure that the address calling it is also right. And I think that's what we're going to want to do. Yeah, we got to make sure the player is one of the, it's either or player 1 matches signer address or player 2. All right. Cool. place ships at the time. So it's just running the function, right? And I never changed the conditional. Because it's placing, right? This game state equals placing, right? All right, so I need to do a statement where after all this, I'll start log game state. Okay, so to do change game state to placing if that's the case. Change if player is playing and game state equals 1. Equals 1, right? So I have this game state variable right here. And I have game state, which is 1. And I have this console, which is that player 1. So I need to get these 3: player 1, player 2, and state. I hate state. All right. Anyway, got the wrong code. Got the wrong code. Sorry. All right. So let's log console to game state dot player 1. Right, we have game state dot player 1. We have player 2 state. Okay. And let's see. Ships. Oh, I did player 2. Okay. So now, I think I have a signer, right? Do I have like signer.address or something? I'll sort of log signer. Is that valid code? I might throw an error. Might not know. Maybe I'm all right. Signer is not defined. Okay. But I generally have a signer defined when I am using this, right? The signer address equals. Okay. No, I don't have a previous signer. Huh, interesting. Gonna go on like back on myself here, retrace my own steps. But it's the way it goes with this. So we get this thing, signer address, console log. Signer address, boom. Alrighty. Cool. So, so we have if signer address equals this, or the same thing except it's player 1. Oops, player apostrophe player 1. Then say, what is this?
Let's do UI console. Interesting. Um, if game state dot state equals 1, then say game state equals splicing. And just like that, I'm back alone. I was up to the massive amount of 3 viewers, and now I'm down to 0. That's the way it goes. That's the way it goes, people. Life as a meager content creator.
So if state equals 1, else is not time to place UI console. Not time to place ships. Right, and then in here, else, you're not a player in this game. All right. All right, now it actually work if I try to do this 16 thing. 16, place ships. Placing is not defined. Placing is not defined. I think that's just me needing to add quotes. Equals placing. Valid assignment to const game state. Assignment to a const.
Oh. Game state. No. I think I need to have lowercase. What is that? Game state. What? Const game state. Do I have another thing called game state or what? Yeah, so that's not good. Let game state equals this, but then we have in here const game state equals game. I think I'm just gonna call it game. Game equals game state before warning equals game. Attempt to join equals join game idea. Result out win. Game game state equals splicing, right? Wait, what? Game game state equals splicing. That should be the case. I mean, if you which game state is it talking about though?
Oh man, I really messed up here. I named 2 things game state. Right, I'm not even trying to change this area of the code at this point. All right, anyway.
what I'm trying to do is say const game equals that, and then get rid of this, and get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of this. If dot game dot player 2 game player 1 game dot state game state equals splicing. Okay. Let's see about this. Place your ships. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Ship positions is not defined. Okay, all ships placed, submitting places, encrypting ships. Okay. Encrypting ships, ship positions. It's not defined. Okay, so I think that is actually in this place ship thing, that thing I was trying to do. Okay, so start placing ships. So I have all this. So player ships equals this. UI console place your ships. Click place ship, right? So wait, let me look at 283. Way down here. Submit ship placement. Yeah. Encrypted board equals await, and it's like the ships placed successfully. So encrypt ship placements. That's where the function is going wrong in here. Console encrypting ships. Yep. So it doesn't know what ship positions is. So we have anything else? Okay, and a comment. Okay, so that makes perfect sense. It wouldn't understand what ship placements is. Ship positions. Okay. So ship positions are based on the public on the UI game state. Okay, so how do I do it in the original ship positions? I gotta get the oh, okay, because I was just generating a random board anyway, so I was never really I would generate a board, but then I would place the board, so I would have to fetch the board at some point, right? So how was I doing that, right? I would assume I would generate the board, and then I would encrypt. Okay, so the board is just, we return the board, which is really just 5. Really, I just need to fetch the 5 positions. Really, it's just fetching 5 integers, right? That's what I'm trying to do. Fetch 5 integers. That can't be too hard. Okay, so it's like 283 down here. 283. Okay, so now here's what to do is. Okay, so to do, we fetch an integer, an array of integers. Should be ship count. We have a should be total ship cells long. Total
ship cells long. Fetch an array of integers, be total ship cells long. Assign it ship positions. Okay. So five positions from the board. None of the I might want to do a check that's like that might need to be at the smart contract level. Place ships require not playing this game, invalid port size. Okay, so we gotta to do roll through the total ship cells, and I'm going to do this before this FHEISU and then do the calculations. Calculate if all the cells are valid, require all of them. We need to require all of them. Do what? Two. We need to require all the ships to be below total ship cells. Or, yeah, and ID, right? Every single one being there. Hopefully doing these encrypted calculations doesn't increase the gap to the, excuse me, to the gas to a unplayable level. But it might. We'll see. I just need to get more gas. So, but for now, what we could do is just say, how about we let ship positions equal 1, 2, 3, 4, let's do 8, 9. And that should get rid of the error. Technically speaking. Error replacing ships. Phoenix client is null. Okay. Phoenix client. Import Phoenix client equals null. Client, okay. So, at some point, Phoenix client, right? Import that, yep, let, start null. Okay, Phoenix client equals new Phoenix client provider. Interesting. Okay. So we need to define, this line of code here. Okay. So, yeah, because we never did encryption on this one, right? Let me just make sure. Phoenix client. We did maybe try it. Okay. No, Phoenix client equals new Phoenix JS provider.
and you have to store a permit. Okay. That's for reading, right? Okay. Right. So, okay, so whenever we set up the on login, yeah, yeah. So we have in the init or in the login, right? Because we certainly have this Web3 provider, right? So it's like somewhere around here, right? Phoenix client equals new to a provider. Um, Phoenix client. New provider. Oh man. How how did that work? How did I extract the provider before? I was like provider equals, okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna take this and then so we're gonna take this. House provider equals new. Yeah. Okay, so then we have this stuff. Oops. Provider, okay. And then signer can simply be, instead of all this, yes, provider, that gets signer. Okay. All right, and so now we have provider. Okay, so I think we need to have provider and signer be actually out here. Let provider. Oh man, we use this thing so much. Enter address. Um, okay. Well. Let's just see if there's any errors or anything. Phoenix.js is not defined. 128. Phoenix.js doesn't recognize Phoenix.js. Even though it's imported. How do you not recognize Phoenix.js? Phoenix.js is not defined. Hmm. Hmm. Phoenix.js might be a permit.
Did I have a permit in this? No, in the other one I do. Phoenix JS. Okay. Phoenix JS, if type of Phoenix JS. No, something must just be wrong with the way that we're importing Phoenix JS up here. So okay. Well, I gotta go to the bathroom, so I'm gonna end the stream, but well, they're not even actually able to merge. I'm still merging Web3 off in Phoenix, unfortunately. All right, well, thank you to anyone watching this.